4-1. 4-1. Newcastle 4, Chelsea 1. Annihilated. Elongated. Castrated. I don't know what word I want to use. We got absolutely beaten and bruised from start to finish. From start to finish. How do you lose 4-1 in a game where it's meant to be nip and tuck, it's meant to be tight? First half is 1-1 and then you capitulate. You capitulate in that manner. It makes me sick in my stomach. I want to heave. Honestly, I want to heave. I want to throw up yesterday's dinner. Outrageous. Worst performance of the season by far. I am sick. And do you know what? Not a single individual, not a single soul, not a single human being in a Chelsea shirt can walk away and say they played well. Can walk away to even say played decent. Even average. Everybody on that pitch, you are poor. I'm going to say it off the jump. Everybody's poor. Everybody's poor. Every single goal we conceded, I had to have a little competition. I might rank the goals. I might actually rank and rate them. I don't know which goal made me more angry. Was it the first, the second, the third, fourth? I don't know, because they were all that bad. That kind of level of defending should be levels lower than this league. It should be League 1, League 2 level of defending. Shocking defending. Every time you build this team up, you find a little bit of positivity. People start to get a little bit, oh, we might be cooking. Bang! Explosion. Boom. Back down to earth. Hold that. The rivals are telling me hold that emphatically. Hold that drastically. Hold that exponentially. Hold that drastically. And I'm trying to calculate what I do from here. Where do we go from here? Because it's not just a defeat today. It's actually going to impact our next game because of the idiocy and the immaturity that I have seen from everyone. It's not just the young players today. It's the old players. It's the mature students, the seniors, everyone. Everybody. The first goal we concede. First of all, the lineup. We got the explanation from Pochettino as to why Caicedo wasn't playing, right? He only arrived back yesterday, late from international break, so he only trained one session, couldn't play. No problem, cool, calma. In come Leslie Okuchukwu, add a bit of height to the team. He couldn't really keep up with the pace of the game, which is fair to say. He got booked, but I give him that pass. He's 19, he played about 140 accumulated minutes for us prior in the Premier League to this match. Not a problem. Enzo, Gallagher, Palmer, can you help a brother out? Gather round, play your part. Nobody's playing their part. In that first half, outside of maybe a shred of 5-10 minute spell where we started to look more dangerous, started to create some opportunities, could have scored, of course, as well, could have scored more. You take a look at the opportunity for, Gallagher pressing, winning the ball with an interception, fluffing his lines. Enzo, lovely bit of transition, a lovely little bit of play from back to front to find ourselves working it back to Reece James for the second occasion and cut back for Enzo. Good save from Pope. So there were signs, but as a whole in the first half, 1-1 after conceding a foolish goal. That first goal that we conceded, oh my heavens. You lot are either playing musical statues. Actually, no, you're not. Cucurella Cucumber is playing musical statues while yous are all trying to play an offside trap, which cannot be played with a brother left behind. And then, even the positioning of Badiashile running out with Leslie Okuchukwu, at least run alongside each other so the passing lane to Isak is cut out. We just left a gaping hole for Miley Cyrus to play. 17-year-old Miley Cyrus to play this pass in between the defenders for Isak, and he has just got all the time in the world to just stick it in the top corner, and that's how we concede. Now, fantastic bit of individual brilliance from Sterling on the free kick. My jaw dropped. I was happy. We're back in the game. I'd still say that, in the first half, we could say, yeah, being level is about as much as we can hope for because we're not playing well. Even in the first half, even though, yes, Enzo started to get a little bit into the game ever so slowly, I still want to see way more. Palmer, I ain't seen much. I want to see more. He started to come into the 10, drift over closer to Sterling, maybe establish some sort of connection. So Jackson, basically non-existent. Again, didn't really get many chances. to really take many shots. So I'm thinking to myself, this team can only get better, because the performance levels right now are so low for a lot of these individuals where you'd expect them to be a lot better. You're definitely not expecting the second half to get any worse. If anything, it should improve. Newcastle, they had a strong team. Yes, they had injuries, but you take a look at their 1 to 11. The only one in that team that wasn't really expected to play usually is a Miley. Everybody else is senior. The Isaks are there, the Amrons are there, etc. But when you look to the bench, a bunch of PL2 players, bunch of academy players. So you're thinking the longer this game goes on level, with the options we have off the bench, we should be able to get stronger and get out with a win and try to get the result and move on. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. These brothers, they thought it was a Bush Tucker trial. These players all did I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here in front of the 2 Geordies and Deck. Many Geordies actually in the crowd. These man, in the second half, they just lost their heads. They can't keep the ball. No point in this game could I sit there and say this team actually started to control proceedings, started to keep the ball, started to take the temperature of the game down, take the sting out of the game. We know Newcastle are going to be aggressive. We know Newcastle are going to be ferocious and are going to be causing a frenzy, are going to be trying to, get stuck in and, make it a fight, make it a battle, make it a back and forth. We didn't at any point say we're going to calm things down for 10 minutes. Incapable of doing that. Giving the ball away, sloppy passes, individual errors, fantastic. All types of foolishness. So, here we come to the set pieces. This team couldn't defend in open play in the second half, and they couldn't defend on dead ball situations. The set pieces always looked like we were going to have a mare. Whether it was Sanchez, flapping, and, the ball comes into the box from a corner. He's not even being touched, really. And he's flapping around and he's falling over. Whether it's Silva on the right-hand side trying to do a skill move, trying to do an Anthony twirl, and then just ends up falling over out for a corner. The signs were there that these players that we usually would rely upon even are really starting to crack. But, let's wait. Second goal comes. Wow. Second goal, free header. Free header. Again, for the second, and we saw it against Brentford. This team, when crosses come into the box, set pieces, they are struggling. And this is where the conversation of who we're going to play at left back, we're going to get some height into the team. I don't think Cucurella actually he doesn't fare too poorly on aerial deals. He does tend to actually put himself about. But another ball comes into the box after they work it. And he kept giving away set pieces. And I said it in the second half. If you guys keep conceding set pieces, you are going to pay. 100% more than you can believe, guys. You are going to pay. And they did. Because they kept conceding their corners and set pieces and everything. And then one too many, they play it short, they work it round, and they find themselves whipping it in from the left-hand side. And my lord, Lascelles is unmarked. A whole arse centre-back is unmarked in the box from a cross. Imagine that. Imagine that. Free header in front of the goal, bang, 2-1. And then you're thinking to yourself, okay, we've conceded another goal. But we have shown in the Man City game that we can come back into affairs and we can come back into situations that don't favour us potentially. So let's just park ourselves, calm ourselves, and try to see if we can resurrect, like Fortnite, where we can revive. Oh no, how was I wrong? Because these lot didn't even allow me to even relax myself or even stop cussing from the second goal before they conceded the third. In possession, Silva decides it's hot potato time and he's just going to just slip. The ball's just slipped. What? Brother, this was not the day to mark that you became the oldest player ever to feature for Chelsea in the Premier League history. This was not the day to mark it with a old man error. Let's be honest, lapse of concentration. You are one of the mature students in the class. I expect you to have your homework done on time. Brother was not on time at all. Man was just all over the shop. So he just gives it away. And a couple of minutes after conceding, we've conceded a third. And at that point, game over. Game over. We're 3-1 down. We've conceded 2 goals in 2 minutes. I know how this goes. I've seen this story before. I've seen the script. I've read it out. I've rehearsed. I know how this goes. So I'm not asking you lot to even come back into the game. All I'm asking for now is a little bit of calm, a little bit of composure, a little bit of grace, a little bit of decorum, a little bit of respect, a little bit of, shut the game down. We leave. This has not been our day. We move. No. Too much to ask for. We're not going to do that. No, we are going to capitulate. Not just with the goal, the extra goal conceded to make it 4. We're going to get people suspended now. Because what we need as a team that are starting to come back with injuries returning and a good feeling. No. Let's get some suspensions. That's what we need for the Brighton game. So what does Reece James do? The first booking, you are kicking the ball away, right? Time wasting. Petulant. Immaturity. Foolishness. You're the captain. Fine, you've done that once. Second booking, a loose touch, and you think you can drag Gordon back on the recovery, knowing you have a yellow card, and get yourself sent off in a match where we're not getting any points, we're not getting anything from the game, but you have got yourself sent off to jeopardize the next game, where Gusto in this game was injured, he wasn't on the bench, so we don't even know if he's available for the next game, so we could potentially be playing at home to Brighton with Disasi at right back, and we all know how that went last time. So thank you so much, Reece James. Absolute idiocy. You are the captain, you are the leader, and you do that. You're not even available so often throughout injury, and then when you are available now, you've decided to get yourself suspended for nothing. If you're going to get yourself suspended, make it be for something important like points, like saving a goal in the last minute when we were 1-0 up, not for some foolishness both times. So there we go. So he's now suspended, and then Cucurella goes and gets himself a yellow, and now he's suspended. So now in the Brighton game, some of our more press-resistant, defenders, and certainly at fullback, are both suspended against a Brighton team that are going to come onto us at home more than you can believe. They're going to be confident, they're going to try and attack us, and we can't even play out from the back now because we're going to have two centre-backs at fucking fullback. I cannot wait to see a flat four at home of centre-backs. Thank you so much. Is this Tony Pulis at Stoke? Do you know what I'm saying? Crazy. So thanks so much for that. So 2 suspensions, and then of course the fourth goal is just Badiashile versus Gordon again to cap off what's been a poor game for him. 1v1, dragged, drenched, dribbled upon, I don't even know what you want to say. There's the fourth, finished past Sanchez, and that's it. That's how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. And funnily enough, I felt this way at the start of the second half when we were starting to get a couple of chances. I think Jackson had a chance, and he didn't take his shot, and Sterling had a chance, and didn't take his shot. I said, we're going to pay for that. We are going to pay. Jackson, lovely clip, and it's just hit it first time. Hit it first time. And from that moment, I said, take him off, right? It's not your day today, bro, you can come on. Potts, you could have been a bit quicker with the subs. I wasn't really calling for a sub at half time, but I thought, give it 10 minutes, and if they're not looking better, let's get the subs rolling, because we haven't had a good game. We're not playing well, so let's try to make some changes. But Jackson, yeah, the ball's looping over to him. You hit it first time, right foot. I think Mount did it at West Ham, right? I remember that goal. Just hit it first time. Take a shot. You take a touch, you take time, and you not only narrow the angle, but then you also get closed down by 2 defenders, so you don't get your shot off. Pope did not have enough to do today. Honestly, did not have enough to do today. That's what pissed me off the most about the attack. You're not getting shots off. You're in dangerous areas, and you're dribbling, and you're finicking, and you're flapping around, and trying to be all careful and trying to be all precise and walk the ball in. Take shots! One of the goals against Man City was literally Gallagher shooting from outside the area, palmed into Jackson, bang, equaliser. Take shots. If you don't shoot, you literally can't score. So that was what the attack was on. Palmer, like I said, non-existent for the whole game, just poor performance. His only poor performance in a Chelsea shirt. Just going to scrub that off as one of those days. But he was not good at all. He didn't really have any influence or impact on the game. Enzo, like I said, he had a little spell where he started to get the ball around, but it's not good enough. Second half now, I'm looking for Enzo to take the sting out of the game, really get your foot on the ball. Couldn't do it. Couldn't get involved. The whole team was just collapsed. The whole team was just awful. Honestly, I can't tell you anyone played well today. Cucurella, after getting booked, not happy. James, sent off, not happy. Centre-backs, horrendous positioning, horrendous defending, horrendous individual errors, horrendous concentration levels, horrendous. Goalkeeper, no need to speak. You conceded 4 goals. I don't actually think 3 of the goals were necessarily actually down to him. I think they were so close that the point-blank range, you can't really save those, to be honest. It's horrendous defending, but the 4th goal probably could have been better. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Chelsea do this. Chelsea do this. You play a game or two, you think, oh, might be onto something, and then bang, they just absolutely shut the lights out and, put you back in your place. But honestly, overall, just sickened that we have performed to that level in a game where we really could have actually got back points on Newcastle. We could have got a point behind them. We're now 7, I think, behind them, right? And yeah, what can you do? What can you do? We're now also looking at Brighton 1 today. We're also now looking at West Ham 1 today. So, yeah, all of the teams in and around us that we're trying to catch won, and we lost. So we're now 4 points off ninth, and yeah, need I say more? Brighton is next, and they won as well, and we have played them next. So yeah, lovely, wonderful stuff. Fantastic, guys. Well done. Brilliant. Great performance. Shambolic. But this is what a team will do to you, isn't it? And Poch said it in his post-match. He's saying, you know, there wasn't enough aggression, losing out on 50-50s, lack of concentration in the passing. Just shocking, honestly. Shocking from top to bottom. So, yeah, Poch, you have to take responsibility for that one. I don't know what you're going to do about that. He said that he's going to have them training tomorrow bright and early, no days off. I think that's self-explanatory after what I just watched. So, yeah. Away the lads. Smash up the like, subscribe in a bit, people. Peace. Brilliant. Wonderful.